Welcome back, welcome back. So I've been thinking for a couple of days about how this old guy at the job told me a long time ago when I first started. He said, "You work really hard, you work good. That's a good thing, because that's what they look for. But you're working too hard." And I didn't understand what he meant, but I did understand what he meant because he basically said it. He's like, "You're working so hard, but you're not going to get nothing for it. The harder you work, they're not going to look at you and give you a raise. They're not going to give you full time. You're just going to work really hard, and that's it, And they'll throw you around over here, and they'll throw you around over there, and that's it, Now, a man like me, I understood that because there's only so much work you can actually do in anywhere. And then when you're the new guy and people been there before you, you could try to impress people all you want. Other people have favoritism. Other people have put in work. Other people have put in time. So, there's procedures to go about things. You're not going to jump ahead. Then I started thinking about how, I forgot where I heard it or learned it or maybe heard it on a reading or whatever. Just recently watched a video about it, work competence, and how mediocre people are not gonna get fired. And you, the productive, overproductive worker, you're gonna get fired by working harder because you're causing fucking problems. And I didn't understand that until I lived through it. Now I actually lived through it, but I'm a good person. And, working hard is a good thing. But as the guy explained, before you got there, that job was there. Everything that's making it go is going. It doesn't matter if it's good or bad. Get it? The lazy motherfucker that's been there 20 fucking years, he's been there. They rely on him being exactly what the fuck he is. A lazy ass nigga that does half the job because he's not getting paid enough. So why the fuck would I work super hard if I'm never getting anything for it? And then you, mister, I want to keep my job. I want to work hard because I've been a slave all of my life. And if I don't work hard, I always get let go for doing what everyone else does. So this is not working hard to me. This is just working to me, And then it made sense why all the workers started fucking hating me. If someone, besides someone running their mouth and making up lies. See, when you become that guy, the standard guy, but the bosses and the workers are used to keeping things the way they are, not because they want to be dirty or cheat or no, this shit is just running the way it is, Sometimes the machine is dirty, but it still runs. And as long as it's running, nobody wants to fucking do extra work. So when you go and complain about people that don't do their job and you try to do extra, well, everybody that's there, they're used to not working really hard. They're used to doing exactly what they need to do to get through the day. So if you make yourself the new standard of working super fucking hard, now everybody else got to work hard. Because you make that standard. You make it be known that it's possible, that this shit is easy. But it's a double-edged sword. You're not getting paid. You can break your fucking back all you want. You're still going to have the most important job in the city, and you're still going to make the less money than everyone else. You're only going to get enough to survive. So basically, you're a fucking slave. And then it hit me. I said, oh, now I understand what OG was saying. Bro, you're just going to make workers hate you because if you do better, they're going to force us to do better. We already have these people, everything's where it needs to be. And then, my father, his knowledge came over me and said, yeah, I get it. But at the same time, this place is fucking filthy. And then at the same time, when I wanted to be left alone, when I let you guys do all the things you did for all those fucking years, and I said, All right, remember Anthony? Remember Cruz? I'm sure y'all remember that video. Maybe not. I said, I don't care if the Lord does anything to use, even though he is. I'm going to do good. And when he comes, all these fucking workers are going to have to work hard.